Going over to the political part podcast, now you have Tulsi Gabbard endorsing Donald Trump as he gains more and more support. Now, this is perhaps one of the most ironic things in politics. I remember for years we were told Trump would divide our nation, and yet I don't think he's unified more people than anyone in my lifetime. I mean, literally RFK Jr. is now with Trump. I got Tulsi Gabbard. I mean, you could argue, I would think one could argue he's a unifier. Now, this comes straight from Tulsi Gabbard's ex-Twitter account. She says, quote, "I was a Democrat for 20 years. Today, I endorse Donald Trump for president. Watch and hear why." And it's a little bit of a little long. It's about 5.5 minutes here, but still important nevertheless.
It is a privilege to be here with all of you, my brothers and sisters in uniform, especially on this day of all days. I had the privilege of joining President Trump this morning at Arlington Cemetery, where he joined two Gold Star families and loved ones of Staff Sergeant Hoover and Sergeant G, both of whom were two of the 13 killed in the Abbey Gate attack 3 years ago today in Kabul. And I can tell you, as we were there, as he laid a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldier, joining these Marines' loved ones, I felt the sorrow that he shared with them in their loss. I felt and saw his sincere appreciation for these servicemen and women who paid the ultimate price.
Juxtapose that with Biden when he was checking his watch multiple times.
And their loved ones who continue to grieve to this day. This is personal for me, as I know it is for so many of you here. This is real. It's not just words. I first deployed to Iraq in 2005 with the Hawaii Army National Guard as a member of Charlie Med. As those of you who were deployed during that time know, it was the height of the war, and sadly, we took many casualties. And every day we were confronted with that high human cost of war and that sadness as we boarded the plane when we left, that we were leaving some of our brothers and sisters behind, only to lose others when we got home to suicide. So I mean what I say when I share with you that I know that President Trump understands the grave responsibility that a president and commander-in-chief bears for every single one of our lives. Whether you're a soldier, you're an airman, a Marine, sailor, or a coastie, he keeps us in his heart in the decisions that he makes. We saw this through his first term in the presidency, when he not only didn't start any new wars, he took action to de-escalate and prevent wars.
That's why it blows my mind that there are some people who are they're anti-war, they hate Trump. Yeah, the first time in my life when we had a president who didn't start any new wars. That was ridiculously rare and unique.
He exercised the courage that we expect from our commander-in-chief in exhausting all measures of diplomacy, having the courage to meet with adversaries, dictators, allies, and partners alike in the pursuit of peace, seeing war as a last resort. The truth is, as we head towards our decision as a country in November, the same cannot be said about Kamala Harris. In fact, the opposite is true, and we're living through this reality today as this administration has us facing multiple wars on multiple fronts and regions around the world, and closer to the brink of nuclear war than we ever have been before. This is one of the main reasons why I'm committed to doing all that I can to send President Trump back to the White House, where he can once again serve us as our commander-in-chief. Because I am confident that his first task will be to do the work to walk us back from the brink of war. We cannot be prosperous unless we are at peace. And we can't live free as long as we have a government that is retaliating against its political opponents and undermining our civil liberties, weaponizing our very institutions against those they deem as a threat. Kamala Harris has done this over the last 3.5 years. She won't hesitate to continue that if she is elected as president. President Trump has been their first and foremost target in this because they don't want us as voters to even have the option to vote for him. I've been their most recent target, added to a secret domestic terror watch list after exposing the truth about what kind of dangers we would face if Kamala Harris is elected as president. We as Americans must stand together to reject this anti-freedom culture of political retaliation and abuse of power. We can't allow our country to be destroyed by politicians who will put their own power ahead of the interests of the American people, our freedom, and our future. I am proud to stand here before you today, whether you're a Democrat, a Republican, or an independent. If you love our country, as I do, if you cherish peace and freedom as we do, I invite you to join me in doing all that we can to save our country and elect President Donald J. Trump and send him back to the White House to do the tough work of saving our country and serving the people. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
I'm gonna get 10.9 million views, and that's really 320. No, that really be that many? Let's see here. At 321,000.
It is a privilege
likes.
to be here with all of.
I don't know why Elon. I don't know if Elon thinks that's a bug or a feature, but yeah, the video automatically replays when you hover over it after you listen to it once. And again, just shows you how far radically left the DNC has gone. Again, I hope someone has in the comments one of the best. I mean, when Tulsi was debating Kamala all those years ago in the primaries, I mean, she just mopped the floor with her. One of the first comments comes from Valentina Gomez, says, quote, "You, RFK, and my brother are sacrificed and destroyed by, have been sacrificed and destroyed by the Democrat Party simply because you want to do the right thing for America. Welcome, Tulsi. Let's save America." Getting 5,000 likes. We also have, let's see here. Baseline Boy Scout, who says, quote, "I respect you despite any politics, ma'am, and will continue to do so. If there will be a first female president, you'll be the one I will not hesitate to vote for. I trust your instincts and I trust your service, and you are blessed as a nation for having you. Thank you." And 8,000 likes. Also responded saying thank you, getting 4.1 thousand likes. Let's see. Visual Fox says, "First Bobby and now Tulsi. I can't wait to see who's next. Ex-Democrats are about to be the wrecking ball that crushes the Democratic Party." Getting 8.8 thousand likes. That's a good question. Who do you think will follow next from abandoning what the DNC has become? Gunther Eagleman says, quote, "Welcome to the Team Tulsi," getting 1.2 thousand likes. Ashley Nicole says, "I feel like I've been waiting for this moment my entire life. I currently have so much hope for the future of America. Thank you, Tulsi," getting 3.3 thousand likes. We do have a contrarian statements that are brewing to the surface. Franklin says, quote, "This is one of the worst endorsements of your political career." Got 91 likes, believe it or not. You have Keith Aloha, who is a famous leftist. Well, not really famous, but I mean, I know of him. I follow him because he has contrarian statements, and life gets a little bit boring if you're in an echo chamber. I don't trust him, though. His name is Aloha. That's ridiculous. Almost as ridiculous as a name like Topping. Oh, wait. I partially digress. He also has palm tree emojis in his profile. I don't know about that, but nevertheless. Keith Aloha says, quote, "Birds of a feather endorse the SA predator and convicted felon." I guess I'll give him one bonus point for trying to use an old adage or old cliche. Then he has a picture and it says Trump's chief strategist, Steve Bannon, convicted felon. Trump's trade advisor, Peter Navarro, convicted felon. I mean, this also highlights the lawfare when you have a lot of the same folks here. Some first time they've ever actually been prosecuted, and some, like, he has Michael Cohen. Yeah, Rick Gates, who's a deputy campaign chair. He also had Paul Manafort, Alan Weisselberg, and Michael Flynn, Roger Stone. But that did get 92 likes. There's a TikTok said LFG getting 900 likes. We do have another contrarian statement. Autonomous says, or Anonymous. The robots don't know what they're doing yet. But Anonymous says Russian assets will be Russian assets. Mentally backbased, but got 12,000 likes despite all those stories being debunked. Though, in terms of an ROI of a campaign strategy, the best ROI, bar none, has to be Hillary Clinton with her Steele dossier and that whole conspiracy, this trumping up that whole conspiracy theory. Cost her, and the fine was less than $100,000, I believe. For that big, and I think a lot of people would argue that is the definition of campaign interference, is making up that type of things about your opponents. And yet she barely got a slap on the wrist. I should say, just for the record, Hillary Clinton is obviously a beautiful, intelligent woman who definitely isn't corrupt or has 20 plus people around her who just coincidentally committed suicide. And I just want to coincidentally say I plan to live a long, fruitful life and not end it prematurely. Just throwing it out there. Coincidentally, of course. You also have parabolic hyperbole saying it's no longer Republican versus Democrat, it's America first versus Marxism, getting 1.7 thousand likes. See here. Someone did an Avengers image where it says Team Unity. Yes, Trump is Captain America. Then you have RFK Jr., Elon Musk, Vivek, JD Vance, and Tulsi Gabbard behind him. Gave 453 likes. See here. More AI images, all those folks. Same people with their dance together thanks to the Fun AI search engine, or Fun AI machine more accurately. It'll be interesting. Do you think she'll get a position on Trump's cabinet, or what kind of role do you think she'll play? Again, hopefully she's coaching Trump some debate strategies. Because again, Tulsi Gabbard just wiped the floor with Kamala Harris. Granted, I know it's not probably too hard. I mean, some might argue there's a high propensity that Kamala Harris spends so much time on the floor. It's natural that she would get knocked down on the floor. I understand that argument. But still, doesn't have hurt to have a little extra practice for the upcoming debate if it actually does happen. But let me know in the comments, do you think someone else will come over from the DNC as their policies move more and more left? Let me know in the comments. As always, it'd be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment to give me a little bit more feedback. Let me know I can make this show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.